Howdy, partner. Parlay Pete here, back to talk about the roughest, toughest, good jujuiest apparel you ever laid your eye winker on. Our newest shirt, honoring yours truly, is designed to turn the heads of every bloat, dipso, rum-dum, stew-bum, and swizzler you pass at your favorite casino, bar, or brothel. Head on over to goodjujubets.net and click on the merch shop to get your hands on our dandy selection of hats and tees, with hoodies just about to drop as the prairie winds chill and the mighty Mississippi slows. If you want all the good juju needed to survive your next shootout with the craps table, then make sure you hit up goodjujubets.net, click on the merch shop, and show your support. Remember, all you sharpers, charlatans, and grifters, wearing good juju is always good juju for you.
We can't lose. No, we can't lose.
Enjoy it while it lasts. Gambling gods, fickle bunch.
Oh, yeah.
So easily
We
affected.
have a shooter and a good one coming out for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
They bet on absolutely anything. Don't make them prove.
Yet, I went 15-1.
Wow.
I went 15-10-1.
You're tuned in to Gambling with Good Juju.
Welcome in, everybody, to Gambling with Good Juju, the show that runs numbers, not game. We totally had game. Like when I was 17 and you were 22 or whatever it was when you started dating your wife. Not anymore. Now we have spreadsheets.
I thought you were saying I was 5 years older than you. Like, slow down.
No, I just started dating my wife before you started dating yours.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and we have spreadsheets, but we also have beautiful, lovely wives who are awesome.
You buttering them up this week?
Hey, before we kick things off, do us a favor and give us a subscribe on YouTube. Rate us on your favorite podcast platform and follow us on the socials at Good Juju Bets. If you really like us, then head on over to goodjujubets.net, click on the merch shop, and show your support. I think the commercial did a good job of explaining that.
I hope the people like it.
I hope you guys like the return of Parlay Pete.
Celebrity.
This week is a celebration. The sports calendar is rolled over and we're in a new year. Happy New Year, Juice. Happy New Year. College football is back. Baseball's starting to matter now that we're in September.
They're still playing that?
NFL kicks off on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! We got a lot to talk about tonight. That's why we don't have a guest. Tonight, we're talking the start of football and our recent endeavor with Answer Key. Okay. Juice is moving bets for professionals not named us. All right. We're complaining about fees in Illinois, and it's that time of year for Juice, Jolly, Big J's Plays, and I to lose $1,200 on a minus 400 NFL money line favorite. Survivor.
Can't wait.
But we need to start off with a celebration. We didn't get 10 years of closing pinnacle lines, but we got 4 years of low vig and 6 years of consensus.
Oh.
We aren't tracking 20 plus sports betting markets, but we're tracking 2 and could be betting into alts. We need to start doing that. We need to check the alt lines. Are you?
Good luck finding alts.
And more markets are coming. We aren't betting $1,000 per bet, but some positive negotiations have taken place to get me up to a nice number for wagering soon. More in line with you, Juice.
Nice gambling. We're going to start doing nice gambling.
Point being, we haven't really back tested this tool we call Answer Key. We've never executed our own model before. We were struggling to even understand what the output signal was telling us for a hot minute there. Yet,
Half of our time.
I went 15-1.
Wow.
I went 15-10-1. Week 1 for a healthy profit. I think you might have even beaten that with your numbers. We're talking 60% range, people. And that's without even knowing exactly what we're doing.
Sample size alert.
My mind is spinning. Okay.
Oh, yep.
I think we've started overwhelming Justin already.
Do you think
requests.
so? Yeah.
I mean, the number of things that I'm like, well, what if we do this? What if we do this? What if we do this? What if we do this?
Mm-hmm.
And it keeps kind of adding. And now it's like I'm already looking into getting college basketball data.
Yeah.
And now it's like, hey, Justin, we need to do this thing. And he did say it's pretty easy. We'll be able to transfer it from NFL to NCAA basketball pretty easily. And,
Yeah.
And I was like, well, then we'll need NBA. What about NHL? He's like, oh, NHL might be a little trickier with the periods, but he doesn't sound like any of it's a big deal now that we're rolling.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time.
Yeah. Just what's the difference between a period and a quarter?
Well, dividing everything, you got to go find all the places in the algorithms and change the math. All I know is we are 1 week into this, people,
You got a Python.
and immediately I know I need a cash infusion. Immediately I know we need to be tracking more markets for this.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately we are already talking, well, okay, well, now we need to get this going for other sports.
Yeah.
Like the impact from when we just in the small sample size we've seen, but with like the CLV that we've been getting, the results that we're seeing, the smart people that we're working with on it, our own smartness. We are smart as well. We're clever at the very least.
Clever.
It feels pretty good, dude. What do you think?
I think it feels great.
Do you think we have a winner on our hands?
Oh, you just said we do. We did win.
Do you foresee it predicting future success for us?
Yeah, as long as we stop talking about it.
And that's not to say we don't still have a lot to do. Like we need to clean up the user interface. We need to tie in live odds data. We need to start analyzing our edge with greater discernment. What happens when we're betting into 8% edges on Tuesday versus betting into 3% edges on Saturday, not Sunday. We're not doing NFL.
Right. Yet.
But there's a lot we need to do. And it kind of starts to get over. I see how this turns into a full-time job.
Mm.
There are things I could be doing at all times right now between that and the show.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like I can fill in a 40-hour week now.
You totally could.
Which is need to
Are you?
It's been ramping up. It hasn't been to the level that I want to get it to, but it has been ramping up. We haven't even started testing hypotheses yet. Remember, you were starting to make a list of things you wanted to test hypotheses on if we ever got a model. We have a model.
Yeah, right.
We can add factors to it and test for different conditions and do stuff. And
as long as
we need to pull up your hypotheses and get to work.
Yeah, as long as you could find the sample set of data for all of those items.
Maybe.
Possible.
Depends on what it is. Let's start asking. Let's start getting looking.
Let's go ahead and whip up all 8 major sports first.
If you had a priority right now,
Yeah.
what would be your number one priority for our next steps with
College basketball.
Before, you say working on college basketball is more important than getting more markets open for college football.
In my opinion.
I mean, college basketball doesn't even start for 2 months.
Right. We got plenty of time.
We've got the foundation for, I don't think it's much. I just got to rerun the code for college basketball instead of college football.
Yeah, we already have the data, right?
The college football database also has the college basketball database. The odds API has all the same data for college basketball that it has for college football.
Very cool.
So for me to rerun it shouldn't be a big deal. For him to transfer it over shouldn't be a big deal. In my opinion, we're just starting to scratch the surface of what we're even doing in college football.
Mm-hmm.
One goal for me would be, let's go. Let's get more markets going here. I'm ramping up this bet size. I want to have 100 wagers on $100 or whatever per game going.
Carry the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Let's keep going.
Yeah. Well, there's only so many more markets, dude. Quarters.
Yeah.
First
team
quarter.
Totals.
First quarter and a team total. That's all that's left.
That's not true. We aren't looking at alternative spreads.
Do they? Yeah, okay. It's not really a thing.
It is a thing.
Yeah. Huh? I'll start looking at them.
I know FanDuel, when I pull in the alt spreads, it always shows me FanDuel and I think one other book.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Well, maybe FanDuel has alts, but screw them
pessimistic
anyway.
Ryan coming to attack us again.
Jeez.
I mean, come on. We can get more going with college football. That's my
Okay,
opinion.
let's go. Justin,
All right,
get on the phone.
Next step is let's move forward with something for November. Fine. I want to focus on things I can move forward in 2 days.
Right. Well, I mean, we finally can read the table. That's a good start.
Yeah, see? Getting an output that factors in live odds would be a really good next step,
Wow.
too.
That would be that, and it would be a full-time job for you to keep up with it.
I don't know. We'll see what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
You're happy with it. You don't. You seem almost like you don't want to talk. You like it so much you don't want to talk too much about answer key all of a sudden.
I mean, I've said that multiple times.
The only reason, but I said more times than he said that the only reason we're building this whole thing to make all this money and become wealthy and famous is for the show. So if we can't talk about it on the show, I don't even know what the point of talking about it at all is. People, beyond the odds, Elihu Fustel, if you can do what we did, go buy the book and try, and then tell us. If you put together a team or you have all the individual components of skill, answer key does work, and he doesn't want me to say it all of a sudden.
Also,
It
obviously, we're not the first people to do it. So if you did it already, call us.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what you did.
Yeah. If you have tips for us, we'd love to hear from you because we are getting in the era of Elihu, but we know he's a busy man and we'd love to hear from others in the answer key community.
Yeah, let us know how first quarters are working out or team totals or
MLS. I don't know.
tell Peter that there's alt lines on 2 books.
I have figured out how to automate polling from the odds API.
That's
getting
awesome.
Live odds pulled down with a little interactive tool that allows me to filter by game and market. And I have looked at the alternative spreads tool in my own tool.
In my own pool.
The alternative spreads. That's how far we've come, people. 1 year ago, that would have just popped my brain, but I did it.
Yeah, nice work.
All right. Now,
Big win.
yes.
Did you say MLS? Like, is that what we're going to do next? MLS?
I'm just saying, like I was trying to think of a random market.
Oh, okay. Table tennis.
We still got that Nashville bet live, by the way. I don't know.
Is that
Natron
right?
Bets came on, and I haven't checked it recently. Last I checked, we had so much CLV on that baby.
Oh, baby.
It had gone from like 2,600 to like plus 900.
Put that on down for some collateral.
So let's go Nashville SC. We are behind you. Good JuJu to Nashville SC.
You're literally my favorite soccer team.
You are my favorite soccer team too right now. Now, Ryan, you've begun a different gambling journey since we attended Bet Bash. What can you tell us about your experience as a mover so far? We're moving on from one, and we're going into it. You put this on the agenda. Are you not prepared to discuss this?
I'll think of something here. No, it's been fun. Obviously, I met a bunch of people at Bet Bash that want other people to bet for them for obvious reasons. So yeah, it's working out.
Are you allowed to say who you're betting with?
I don't think I want to like give them a commercial yet.
Okay, let's do this. Why, when you were looking across the different sets of folks, because you talked to a variety of folks.
I did.
And you settled on one. You had like a ranking order. You're like, if I don't go with these guys, I'm going to go with this guy. And if I'm really desperate, I'll go to this guy.
Yeah.
And then you were like, no on the rest of them. What was it that made you go with the group you went with?
Well, I didn't really rule anybody out. Let me clear that up real quick.
Okay. And let me also say this before we get into this, maybe real quick. What is it that you are doing for the audience?
Right. So like they just drop plays, and if I can bet them, I do.
So you are plugged into a community now.
Yeah.
That is feeding you plays that you do this whenever you feel like it? How does that work?
I've gotten a sense after a couple of weeks of when they release the plays. So now I'm trying to be available at those times.
Okay.
It's like a couple times a day. They kind of come in.
Couple of times a day.
Yeah.
Okay. And you make yourself fairly well available then. They come in via text message, an app, what?
Yeah. It's like a telecommunication device.
It's on your phone. We know that. But it's like a telegram or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And so you get the plays. And then when you get the play, how do you log that you got the play?
Yeah. So I relay it back to them at the price and everything and how much I got down. And then they got to balance this out with a bunch of people that do this somehow. So
what if your price isn't the price they put?
So if it's like worse or adjacent price, like, a half point off, then I kind of report back what I see and then they say yay or nay.
Okay. And that's all happening in real time. They get back to you pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's an operation for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, back to the original question, like, how did I pick them? Well, it's like, they're just like, hey, try it. So I did. And like, I've been ramping it up ever since. So it's been going great.
Was there anything you liked? Like if one particular group had said, here, try it, and maybe you would have said no or something like that? Or was it literally like if you were rank ordering the groups you were talking to, this would not have popped up to the top of it. It was so convenient. You moved it to the top.
So they were the only people I knew about before Bet Bash, mostly because they created some content around what they were looking for in people leading up to Bet Bash.
Okay.
So I felt like prepared for the conversation and then talked to them over Twitter and then talked to them in person. And, so we kind of, nurtured this relationship a little bit over a couple of weeks.
It sounds like you had some back and forth with them before you decided. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So you felt comfortable with them as a result.
Yeah, it seemed like a very professionally run operation. And
so it's like professional tailing, basically. Like but you're giving something in return for this, correct? So if you win, you give them a certain portion of your winnings, correct?
Yeah, so it's not tailing in the sense that it's a mutually beneficial relationship. As compared to when you tail someone, it's just like, good luck, I lied.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So.
But they win when you win off of your winnings.
Yeah.
They get a percentage.
Yes.
And you're
in essence, I get a percentage.
You get a percentage, but it's your account, so they're taking you're betting under your
my name.
account.
Yeah,
your
that's the
name.
whole gag. Yeah.
So if you're winning, you're sending them money, and if you're losing, they're sending you money.
Yeah, I think that's going to be how it works.
I think it's interesting that you don't assume all the risk. I always thought it was.
I don't assume all the risk. Yeah.
They give you the play, and when you win, you send them 50% or whatever. And when you lose, you don't send them anything, and you make sure that it's only operated in the profits if you're sending them money.
Yeah, so like there's different tiers, right?
Yeah.
But they obviously want me to bet way more than I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
So, it's not like I wanted to take on all that risk.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're in a lower tier with them, you would say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No insult. I'm not trying to offend you here.
Yeah. Well, I had to think about that for a second.
Okay. All right. Are you having a good experience with this group?
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Yeah. Is it adding fun to your gambling?
Oh, yeah.
Do you believe long-term this is going to increase your bankroll?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's going to hurt your accounts more substantially than they're already hurt?
Well, time will tell on that.
Yeah. Do you think you're going to become an account getter? Like, is that one of the plays you're considering getting accounts?
Well, let me say this. We are high-fiving the crap out of each other because we read a book and did some pythons, right?
Right.
It's like mission accomplished. We are the world's greatest sports gamblers.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get money down.
I know. That's why I like that you're doing this, because you're figuring this out. Because it's like, well, what happens when I burn through all my accounts because I'm running up 8% EV betting into Tuesday first half openers?
Yeah. What happens then? We got to get accounts.
Yeah.
So I
also,
think
are people getting mad at us? Like, are we small enough fish that it doesn't matter that we're betting in Tuesday openers?
Does anybody care? Anybody listening out there?
If we're offending the population, we are offending any of you in the population because I was betting $10 into Tuesday college football openers. Please let us know. But no, that number is about to go up, everybody.
Point I was trying to make, though, 12 months ago, we thought the richest guys in the world are the ones coming up with Excel spreadsheets, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's the people that bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think the movers are the ones who are the biggest?
I think they make the whole world go around.
Yeah.
So I'm interested. I'm excited to partake in this part of the ecosystem known as sports betting.
I am too, because I feel like it only benefits me, you doing this.
Weird. Yeah, you're really about that in life.
Whoa. This is a tense episode. Are we
Right.
having a tense episode?
Shots fired. Shots fired.
All right.
Good stuff.
Any concern about this, what this is going to do for your accounts, good or bad?
No.
No.
Doesn't matter.
No.
Like, do I think this would fry our accounts faster than the thing you're worried about frying your accounts? No.
No.
Yeah.
That's good. Are you betting into a lot of weird markets?
Oh, some. We did some live Eurobasket yesterday.
Live Eurobasket?
Yeah, second half. Yeah.
Nice.
It cruised.
Cruised?
Yeah.
Good
And it's fun
deal.
because then you get to watch it on FanDuel. Shout out FanDuel. Except not shout out FanDuel.
Yeah. Well, okay. Anything else on you being a mover?
Yeah, right. No, nothing yet.
Nothing yet. Okay. Well, congratulations on Juicy and your new career move.
Next up, DoorDasher.
Between the revenue generator that is this podcast and the revenue generation you're getting from being a mover and the sure to be mucho dinero you
Yes.
get from the model that we've now completed.
Mucho Dinero model.
Mucho Dinero
can we
model.
officially rename it that?
The mucho dinero answer key. If you combine all that together, along with churning the wheel on E-Trade, we're getting dangerously close to being only years away from QYJ.
Right?
QYJ money, people.
QYJ.
QYJ
Look it up
money.
on the internet.
Yeah, look it up. All right.
Don't look it up. I don't know what that means.
Speaking of FanDuel,
Yeah.
now, it isn't all roses for us right now. Illinois just instituted its fee policy yesterday. What is most interesting to me is how differently it's being treated by different sports books. I thought it'd be fun to go book by book and rank them from best to worst based on how they are charging us. Okay. One of the individuals with covers sent this out. I forgot to write down his name and I apologize to the
Covers.
individual. One of the covers guys sent out a tweet and posted what it is by each of the different books. Some of this is subject to change. There was even a little bit of questioning some of it for different people replying in it. So it seems like it's a little bit flexible based on how much some of these books like you in particular. But I thought we would go book by book and rank them best to worst based on how they are charging us. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm seeing this for the first time. This is great.
Now, I'm surprised by these, but let's do this. The definitive ranking of all 10 Illinois sports books based entirely on their fees, along with a little other stuff.
It's going to be great.
But mostly on their fees.
So you're starting with the worst?
We're going to start worst to first. The worst sports book. We no longer recommend any recreational losing bettors spend their money on this book. Only bet on this book if you're able to overcome the 50-cent fee for everyone. Number 10, Fanduel. What are you doing? Absolutely no other book came out as harsh as Fanduel did on the penalties.
The penalty. Yeah.
They're not even paying 50 cents a bet yet. I mean, they're already charging us 50 cents a bet. It goes into effect now, but like the first 20 million transactions or whatever were only taxed at 25 cents a bet.
You said that it goes into effect yesterday. I don't know that's true. I think they all just coordinated we're going to start doing it on September 1st because of NFL.
Well, it's
Fact check
ridiculous.
that. Fact check that.
50 cents on every wager you place on FanDuel. That means if I were to continue betting $10 per wager, I'd be looking at 5%
Yeah, that's not good.
of my bet going to a fee.
I am honestly shocked that this got baked in the front end in general and not the back end. I got questions about what's going to happen when I push. I don't even know how to keep track of my bets anymore.
No, that fee's gone if you push.
Yeah. So
That fee is a transaction cost. I don't think that the state of Illinois is waiving the fee for pushes. Every bet placed
Yeah.
gets that fee.
Gets the fee.
So-
we're intermingling the sportsbook in the state a little bit, but yeah. Yes.
Whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Who cares?
So we're paying this fee to the sportsbook, who then has to pay a fee based on the number of transactions they have to the state.
To the state.
Yeah. And the ones who are charging us the worst are Fanduel at number 10.
So why do you think they're charging twice as much as everybody else then?
I don't know. Did they not realize that everyone else was going to come in lower? Do they not care? Do they have such a market advantage that they figure they're going to force everyone to their price point?
Dude, I love that you can watch Euro baskets and tennis on FanDuel in the morning, but
it's not worth 50 cents a bet.
Through FanDuel. You don't have to bet there. You just log in.
No, that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Number 9, Fanatics. 25 cents across the board. Plus the book sucks.
Yeah, I bet on Fanatics a little bit.
So good luck. How much are you able to bet there?
Depends on the day.
All right. Well,
Not
Fanatics stinks. Caesars at number 8 is also 25 cents across the board, but a little less icky book than
Shout out
Fanatics.
Caesars.
So Caesars
is one of my favorite books.
Caesars is solid, but the 25 cents, it doesn't matter how much you bet, has them at number 8.
I love that. Okay, when we get to the end of this list, there's only one possible future sponsor of the show, whoever is number 1. All right, go on.
Who it is?
Number 7.
Number 7, DraftKings, 25 or 50 cents. I don't understand why it was either. For me, it was 25 cents. Did you happen to notice if you tried to bet into DraftKings?
Shout out DraftKings for doing something that I can't believe they all didn't do. I get my fee waived because of my status.
Okay, so your fee is waived because of your status. Mine is 25. I think for some people it's 50 cents. Parlays of $10 or more, straights of $50 or more, the fee is waived. So again, this isn't great for a recreational bettor. This isn't great for a losing bettor. This isn't great for a myriad of people, including all of us. But at least now DraftKings is getting to, well, if you're willing to bet this much, we'll pay that 25-cent fee for you. Or if you're a loyal bettor, we're not going to charge you. FanDuel does it for everyone. FanDuel doesn't even have a loyalty program, do they?
No, and I cannot believe that they didn't waive it for me.
I know.
As much as I bet on FanDuel.
I mean, come on, guys. Seriously. Number 6, Bet365. This is 25 cents, only below $10, though. So if you bet $10 on Bet365, it's waived. Unfortunately, my identity was stolen from someone using that book, so F them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep them at number 6.
That's interesting, though. If, you know.
Just make a $10 bet.
Well, yeah, it's not that easy, pal.
Right.
So the day of the event, maybe I could bet more than $10 and then have to pay the 25 cents.
Oh, right.
Interesting.
Yeah. Limit winning bettors and then tell them they have to pay a fee to do it. Okay.
That's totally like this. We're getting into adverse selection for these sports books, I think.
Yeah. Now we're getting into a set of interesting ones because Hard Rock's only charging $2 minimum, but no one can bet there.
Yeah,
so
how the hell did they
5.
become number 5? How are they over Caesars?
Because it's a $2 minimum and Caesars is a 25-cent fee no matter what.
So there's no fee on Hard Rock?
Hard Rock, yeah. You bet $2, you don't pay a fee. ESPN, you bet $1, you don't pay a fee. Bet Rivers, you bet $1, you don't pay a fee. $2 minimum on Hard Rock, $1 minimum on ESPN Bet, and $1 minimum on Bet Rivers. Hardly anyone can bet on any of these books if they're any good at what they're doing. But if you are able to bet on these books are right at the top of the list. Now, interestingly, those are $2, $1, $1. I bet MGM at $2.50 minimum, but I have found that book is a little bit more bet intuable than the other 3. So given the fact that I can actually bet money on BetMGM and I cannot on those other 3, might be a little contentious. There might be other people who say BetMGM is going to limit me as quick as anyone.
Yeah, so if the Jamie Foxx thing doesn't work out, BetMGM, we got you back on the.
But I put you at number 2, even though you have a $2.50 minimum. Still no fees if you're betting $2.50 or more. That puts you at number 2. And number 1 is, of course, hopefully future sponsor of the show, Circa. Now they do have a $10 minimum on their bets, but they're the only book that actually goes to bat for the bettor. We salute you, Circa, even though we rarely bet into you.
Okay.
We're going to bet into them more now.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, but I have Circa. Do you disagree with these rankings at all?
I mean, based on your criteria, I guess not. If I was ranking who I actually bet with, it would be drastically different.
Right. That's a problem. But these rankings are based solely on, well, the combined factor of how much they charge you in fees with, does it matter at all if they charge you in the fees?
Yeah. I think it's interesting that everybody showed up the same day and started doing this. I think it's hilarious that Fanduel tried to roll out 2 improvements to their offering after screwing us all. Do you think the Illinois Sportsbook situation will retract?
I don't know. I don't think that it's going to from a law. I think
No, I mean the actual
might
market.
choose to all eat it. I think that FanDuel is going to have trouble selling this. They are way off from the rest of the market. They're double the next worst book in terms of offering.
Well, if it doesn't negatively impact them, these guys that are saying, "Oh, no fee, $1," are going to be saying 50 cents.
Yeah.
So hopefully stop betting on FanDuel.
Stop betting on FanDuel, Rex.
Go to your local sports book.
Yeah.
See those guys.
You don't need to lose your money even faster.
Yeah.
Go bet somewhere else.
Yeah. So that's unfortunate. It's interesting.
So there are some ways to get around this one. I'm not too worried. I'm still more worried about losses being capped at 90% of winnings than I am this fee.
Oh,
This fee doesn't really pulse me. The losses capped at 90% of winnings can crush us.
Yeah. Now that you got your cash infusion.
Yeah. Right.
Right. Makes it a whole.
So,
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, I'm still going to bet on FanDuel. Sorry. 50 cents doesn't matter.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's a factor. Like we almost need like we need to put it into the model.
Oh,
almost.
it started hurting my head.
But then we need to know at what price point.
That's
I think
a
it'd be at
problem.
$100. Put it at $100. It's a nice,
$100.
easy number, and then you can calculate
It's a
the difference.
0.5%.
Yeah.
Of EV.
EV, 0.5%.
So 0.5% of EV is what we must sacrifice in order to bet on FanDuel.
That probably won't be a major factor because normally we're bet like 7 versus 5 or something. Like 6.5 isn't going to make a difference.
Yep.
Okay.
And shout out FanDuel for being one of the first to the market on derivative markets for college football.
But boo FanDuel overall.
I'll see your
Because
friends
you're
at the-
charging us 50 cents and we're going to be fake mad about it. Even if we're not Rex.
I don't know, it feels like we're really mad about it. You made them last.
I did make them last.
Behind-
On this one ranking.
behind Fanatics.
That's not my overall sportsbook ranking. That's my ranking based solely on how much they're hosing you versus how much you can bet on them.
Also, prediction markets. That's a fun loophole now to not have to pay this fee.
Oh, prediction markets don't have to. Oh, that's interesting.
Right?
Wait, do you get your losses capped at 90% on prediction markets?
On prediction markets?
No.
Of course not. It's not gambling.
No, that's not gambling. It's predicting.
Yes. And I don't know if you saw, but like FanDuel just partnered with one or bought them or whatever you do when you're a
Which one?
conglomerate. I don't know. Something I never heard of.
Here we go. Here we go. This is how we're going to get around all these terrible taxes. We're going to be predicting and not betting. That's the only difference. We're just going to say it's a prediction. Why is FanDuel not a prediction market?
No, well, for one, here, I'll tell you why. They don't want everybody to open one of these and not have to go through the whole gaming board.
Okay.
Because then we'll have a zillion of these damn things.
Right.
That's not good for FanDuel. A duopoly.
What I'm saying is, why isn't FanDuel Sportsbook a prediction market?
It is.
Yeah.
But they just got their toe in because they want to shut them down.
Oh.
Right? But they don't want to be left dangling.
Yeah, I've heard rumor FanDuel and Draftkings aren't even upset about this fee in Illinois.
Why would they be? Why would they be when they could just charge us? That doesn't affect them at all.
And then they figure out how to reduce their bill.
Yep.
There we go. And then they pocket the difference.
Bingo.
That's how this works, folks. All right. Anything else on this terrible law that's been enacted in Illinois that maybe doesn't impact us, but we're going to pretend it impacts us a ton?
That is all.
Fair Bet Act, folks. Everyone go support the Fair Bet Act. We need to overturn this 90% of losses capping gambling wins. That's the key.
Yeah.
Let's do. Don't do that.
Right.
We want it.
We want it.
We want it overturned. All right.
Future sponsor of the show, Fair Bet Act.
Lastly, let's have some fun and talk a little Survivor. It's week 1 of NFL, and we are excited.
Yes.
We made it 3 weeks the first year we participated in Survivor. We made it 2 weeks last year. So this year, it's time to unveil the pick that is certain to be the pick you do not want to tail in week 1 of Survivor this year. And I realize we're not really unveiling it. We're just unveiling what we think Kurt's going to decide in the moment as of what we've heard today. Now, the pick selection is being given to a different person each year.
Oh yeah, that's a neat wrinkle.
So we have a single shooter, folks. We have 1 entry in Survivor. We've got 4 people sharing the entry this year. Juice got us out in week 3 2 years ago. I got us out in week 2 last year. Jolly break the streak, get us to week 4. It's Jolly St. Vic's year. It'll be Big J's plays next year if he decides to do it.
Put in the little Wishmaster clip. Fulfill the prophecy.
The time is come. Fulfill the prophecy.
Fulfill the prophecy, Jolly.
That's just what I started saying to him on Saturday when he kept wanting to talk about which team to take.
Get us to week 4.
Fulfill the prophecy.
So real quick here, let's take a quick look at the favorites. So let's first look at who are the biggest favorites on the board this week. Starting off with Thursday Night Football, the first game of the NFL season is also the biggest spread of the year. Philadelphia minus 8.5 versus Dallas. Jolly said they can't lose. Micah Parsons going to Green Bay means that Philadelphia at home in a division game against Dallas. We did get the myth-busting information today that divisional opponents should not be a criteria you worry about when factoring in Survivor. Were you surprised by that information today?
Yeah, obviously.
We had heard long and hard that divisional foes are someone to avoid. But according to, and I don't have the information on this person either.
Shout out this person.
Another great person on Twitter who posted that does not matter. If you are a divisional versus non-divisional in terms of your ability to win a money line based on how far away from the money line your spread is.
Yeah, and he had an infographic, so we are good to go on that one now.
Now we know. Now we know. So Philly at 8.5. One of the other problems, Philly is a Thanksgiving Day game.
Oh, are they really? They're also so they're also a Thursday. They're also opening night, which means a lot of people are going to take them or Dallas, and then when they lose, they just enter again because they got larger bankrolls than us.
We'll see. We'll see what their projected ownership is per Survivor Atlas. Let's get to the second team, though. Denver, minus 7.5 versus Tennessee. This is the team that both Juice and I have been harping on for one reason, and one reason only. We said after last year, week 1, you pick on a rookie QB starting his first game ever, and Denver against Tennessee at home. Cam Ward, 7.5 point favorites. I was all over this, and there may be some cause for us to take a pause as we go along here. Keep that in mind, though. Denver minus 7.5. Arizona minus 6.5. First team on the road at New Orleans. Still 6.5 favorites for the Cardinals. Cincinnati also on the road at Cleveland. 5.5 point favorites is number 4. Number 5, Washington, 5.5 point favorites versus the New York Giants. Those are your top 5 favorites in terms of against the spread numbers. Philly, Denver, Arizona, Cincinnati, and Washington.
I can't wait to see who's playing quarterback for some of these teams.
Right. So we also checked out Survivor Atlas to see what their projections in terms of ownership were. And these break down as follows. The top 5 in terms of projected ownership on Survivor Atlas are the same as the top 5 in terms of the spread. And I think that it should be noted that the spread jumps there. You go 5.5 down to 3.5 in terms of the next biggest spread after 5.5 was 3.5. So you do have a gap there between the perception of these top 5 favorites and everyone else. So not surprising that the projected ownership breaks down per Survivor Atlas's baseline poll. Denver 32%. Does that give us any pause if Denver is owned by 1 in 3 teams?
Is that a lot?
That is the biggest of the week, and that is a third of all entries going to one team. So yes, I would call that big.
Right, because like we know, the team that gets picked the most loses.
Right.
Very often.
In week 1 especially.
In week one especially.
So Denver at 32%, maybe a reason for us to consider zigging when everyone's zagging. Arizona was actually the second biggest favorite at 24%. I believe they're a road team, correct? At New Orleans? Arizona's at New Orleans.
That's what the notes say.
So that is a road team that is being currently projected as the second biggest favorite. Washington is third at 13%. Cincinnati and Philly both are tied at 9% in terms of projected ownership right now. Per Survivor Atlas, does this make you rethink Philly? They're the biggest favorite on the board at 8.5. We have to save maybe them for Thanksgiving, but maybe we don't. Maybe we don't need to save for Thanksgiving. Maybe we don't have to take Philly on Thanksgiving. We can take a different team.
If we have a pick on Thanksgiving, I'll be crapping myself.
It'd be so amazing.
Like, I would take the worst team on Thanksgiving.
But yeah, exactly.
As long as we have one.
We made it.
Yeah.
So Philly at 9%. Now we don't care that they're playing a divisional opponent. They're the biggest spread on the board. They're playing at home on a Thursday night.
It would feel hilarious to go out before the season even starts.
That's the rationale. We're going to pick Philly because it would be funny to go out before the NFL season even starts.
All right. So what's ringing in my ear is 2 years ago when you were again on this microphone and you're like, you guys did such a good job picking the most popular pick. But that's not the game, right?
Yeah.
So what percentage of a team do you think we should, not that we should, Kurt's picking Denver. He gets to pick all the teams. What's the right formula though?
I think it's so you can look on Survivor Atlas and it can tell you what your EV is based on which team you pick in a given week, based on their projected ownership.
Interesting.
And you can change your projected ownership, what you think the ownership should be, so that you can then determine what the EV is.
I love considering the expected value on one entry into this massive contest.
Yeah, I don't know how big of a favorite it is. I think the reason to take Denver this year is because we spent a year laughing and YOLOing about betting against the rookie QB.
Yeah, I think it's the only move possible.
I think that's why we would definitely do it.
1.6 million overlay still. That's exciting.
Yeah, that's going to definitely get filled.
Most likely.
They're talking about getting close to 20 million this year.
That'd be neat.
I don't know.
I think it's a 15 guarantee. So
I don't know. So we probably aren't taking the second most popular team, Arizona, on the road.
That would stress me out.
You're going to trust Kyler Murray at New Orleans? Like, it's impossible that they would lose on the road.
Who's the Saints quarterback?
Doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah,
Taysom Hill.
exactly. David
Fantasy
Carr.
stud, Taysom Hill. Derek Carr, is he on that team still? I don't know.
David Carr, his older brother.
My God. Yeah, of course. This is great. I can't wait to have our fantasy draft tomorrow.
Right. So yeah, I think that it comes down to Denver versus Philly.
Yes.
I don't know, Washington against the Giants, but that's another divisional matchup with a lower spread. Since he's on the road, don't really want to take them. I think it comes down to either the high ownership with Denver or wasting a Thanksgiving Philly.
I would love to open the garage for the Denver game and have Kurt come over and log into his coworker's football account, and Michelle stop by and watch the game with us.
That sounds like a great thing to do on Sunday. Let's do it. Either way, we're excited. Survivor season is here. If you're looking for projections, roadmaps, tools, etc. for your Survivor entries this year, check out Survivor Atlas, folks. If you want to get more excited about Survivor, check out their series, their documentary, Circa Survivor Quest for 14.2 million, available on YouTube. Also, it was on VSiN.
No, sure.
You might just find some familiar faces on episode 2.
Spoiler alert.
So, any other thoughts on Survivor before we let folks go?
What would you put the betting odds that we make it past week 1?
So Denver.
Well, I guess we know the betting odds.
So Denver's a minus 400 favorite.
So minus 400.
So they're a minus 400 favorite that we make it past week 1. It feels more like maybe like a minus 160.
Yeah, 50-50.
Yeah. I'm not going to call it a plus 100. I'm going to say it's a minus 160 that whichever minus 400 team we take loses. Does that sound fair?
What would you put the odds that we make it to Thanksgiving?
To the moon, sir.
Can't wait. Should be fun.
0.00004.
Yeah. This is going to be great. This is going to be great.
That's what it is.
I can't wait.
All right. That's going to do it for us this week, folks. We'll be back next week with somebody, I'm sure. Good juju to your bets, and we'll talk again soon.